Hi, my name is Timo,
I'm Ploy.
I'm Kevin.
and we are International
International
Pulse.
Pulse.
We're here to talk about life about international students in the US.
And we're here to share the real talk.
So let's grab your coffee and let's get into it. This is International Pulse. Today we have our extra special guest. He is Kevin, and he is our best friend. Kevin, hi. Hello. How are you
Okay.
doing, Kevin?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I will give the stage to you. Can you introduce us? Who are you? And yeah, the agenda we're talking today.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Kevin, and I come from Taiwan. I'm also the international student in US, and now I'm studying Illinois Institute of Technology, or you can say like IIT. And my major is computer science.
Yay, just like me.
You
Yeah,
guys have peers.
yeah, but I never take the class with you.
Oh, because I
Yeah.
think you came like my last
He
semester,
came
right?
later,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
He came like 24.
Yeah.
Okay, so why we're here today, why Kevin is here, is that recently he just had a surgery in the US, which is something really huge, you know. And along the process, it's such a long and lengthy process. And we learned that actually the US, like Americans' medicals process and fields work differently than other nations. So now we're gonna
Very,
learn more
very
about it.
different.
And as in a
Yeah.
perspective of international student too. So even more
Mhm.
complex.
True.
He has the first-hand experience of procedure in the US and the same procedure in Taiwan. So
He'll be a
he's the best
perfect
guest to
person, yeah. Perfect person but to explain these things. Okay.
yes.
So first of all, let us know what happened to you and basically what procedures that you did.
Okay, so I got the ACL reconstruction surgery, and this surgery is about like the ACL is the thing that can make your knee stable when you're going forward, or when you go like spin move, like you turn around or going back.
Hmm.
Basically, it's like really the body tendon kind of help you to stable your knee when you do the sport. And then I broke that things during the time I play basketball. So basically, after I broke that, I cannot really play sport as much as I want. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
if you are like a sport fans like soccer, basketball, you would hear these terms a lot, ACL, because it's a very important like part of the knees that gonna help like kind of help really important for like athletes to
Yeah.
play sport.
Like stable your knee. Basically, if you want understanding, the base is like help you like stable your knee when you do jumping, when you're running, when you stop.
Mm.
how how would you describe your pain when this was broken in the first place?
Okay, so this every time when I talk about this, always people say just stop, like just stop. So so
Totally, totally.
so you can think about it's like your you can think about your how can I say like your just think about your knee. So your knee have
Hmm.
the upper part and the lower part. The upper part is like thigh, and the lower part is like the calf, like those
Yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah.
And
Hmm.
then the first time I broke my ACL, I feel like my thigh, my upper thigh, and my calf, they are separate. I feel like they are like totally separate. And one and the, yeah, it's like really. It feel I really feel this, and I never forget about that. And
Oh my god.
it feels like no one touching you. And then you just like I remember I was just like running, and then when I step on the floor, and I feel like my leg is like separate. Like the knee is the middle part, and my the upper part and the down part is just like separate. And then after that, it feel coming back again. It's like they
Oh my
separate
god.
and come back again.
Like snap
Oh
back.
my god.
Yeah.
And like I mean when it come back it also snap out again. Like
So when they come back in the first time, I feel like oh okay, I think it's not really hurt. But you know that during the time when you're doing the sport, your body is hot. You warm up. When you
yeah.
cold, like to be honest, I can see my leg is in a different shape. It's like really It's like really obviously. And then it's hurt the way like I cannot bend my knee at all. I only can,
Can
yeah, I cannot. I cannot bend my knee. And then I saw my knee. I saw it's like my leg is like different shape.
Oh man. Yeah. So
can you
like
move your feet? Like, can you command your feet to move?
I can like walk, but I cannot bend. You know when you see some people using a crunch and they cannot let the injured leg touch the floor, but they can
Mm-hmm.
use their normal leg to walk. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
like
something like that. Like you
you
can,
walk with straight leg.
yeah, you walk with straight leg, and it's hurt. It's hurt,
My
really
God.
hurt. I never
Okay.
forget about this feeling. And everyone heard about this story. They always say, "Okay, just stop. Like stop there. I don't."
They will stop since like the snap part. Don't stop. Like, yeah. So basically, like the ACLs will help, like, kind of hold your knee together, and and it's also flexible because it will help when you like run really fast and you stop immediately, or you jump or something like that. So once this happened, it's you miss that abilities to like, okay, run fast and stop or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's a really lengthy process because when you hurt some part that is very flexible, it requires a lot of like session, like physical therapy session, to help it back to normal, which just usually take like 6 months, 9 months, or even a year. So that's why, like,
Actually,
if you are sport fans and if your favorite athletes hurt their ACLs, you wouldn't see them for the rest, like probably the entire year.
the season, yeah, something like
Totally.
that.
So yeah, that's why it's a big thing for athletes. So see,
Thank you.
people, you feel that and you don't want to hear it anymore.
Thank you for sharing, and thank you, thank you, listener, for not skipping. Or if you did, I understand your 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 feelings. Well, anyway, well, when that happened, when that triggered, what were
Mm-hmm.
your first thought, and like, what is your feeling? Remember, in the foreign country, you feel this
Oh,
pain.
Second time.
Yeah.
okay. Oh yeah. So I just wanna like get a little bit like reminder about this. So because this is actually my second time. So the first time
Mm-hmm.
I happened this when I was back in Taiwan, like 4, 5, 6 years ago. So this time is not like the first time. Like it's like I feel like my leg is separated to two part and come back again. It's not like it just feels like some part inside my knee is twist. Like I can feel like it's twist. So I'm not that scary, to be honest. I'm not that scary in the first place because I know like, oh, it's like maybe just a little bit twist. It's not a big deal. But I still really scared. And if you ask me about the pain part, yes, it's kind of pain. It's like because after your body like getting cold, not warm up anymore, and you still cannot really bend. You can bend, but you still cannot really bend like normal people. Like can bend like 90
Mm-hmm.
degrees, bend like more than 90 degrees, like your knee.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and
Mm.
mm, I would say I'm not that scary because I think this thing for me is kind of like, oh, I just twist, like like twist the ankle, like not a
Or
big
like
deal.
it's gonna come back like a
Yeah, it's just
normal.
gonna come back to normal. But at the first place, I thought it's like this.
Yeah, so actually,
Ah.
like he had his first ACL surgery back in Taiwan, like long time ago, right? But during the time, like from then until now, before he go to play basketball, he need to like do the taping
Yeah.
whatsoever, like because he never fully healed after that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, because you said that during the time that you like have to go play basketball after your first surgery,
Hmm.
you still have to be very careful about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I go to find a lot. I go to find a lot of PT, like physical therapy, and I go to find a lot of like personal trainer to training about like how to landing, how to jump, how to running, even start to learn how to walking at a really beginning phase. So
Can you
yeah.
can you fully heal an ACL? Like, is it 100% healable?
So in the like medical area, they say like your ACL is like
Mm-hmm.
that is the tendon, like the more professional words like ligament. So but like they
Mm-hmm.
say like the ligament is like the tissue in the knee, and then they cannot recover. Once you broke it, you cannot recover. It's also
Mm-hmm.
hard if you're not broken, but you like kind of like tear a little bit. it's also
Mm-hmm.
hard to like be covered by your body. You need to like you
Mm-hmm.
need to like use some other thing to help you.
Mm.
So other thing outside your body to help you. So I actually get some other part tissue from my leg and to like put to the
Like, re-
put
mm.
put to my
Oh.
knee that
Yeah, like
put to the point.
replacing.
Yeah, like replacing.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, you cannot really recover by your
Yeah.
on your own.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it's a part of the body that cannot heal themselves.
Yeah.
So basically, you just need other part to like kind of substitute that and use it as is.
Mm.
Yeah. So that was sad
Wow.
about it. That's why he had to learn how to like walk again and make sure that that new like tissues like know how it's gonna work.
Yeah, like your body need to learn to how to connect to that part again.
Yeah. So it's a
Guys, be
big deal.
careful.
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie. Before I heard about ACL, before I heard that like from like the sport news and when about ACL. But after after I know about him, I feel like I know a lot about ACL. Like I'm an
Mhm.
expert now. Okay.
Wow. Okay. So you didn't go to like sorry.
Okay.
So you didn't go to emergency room like right away, but then when did you like actually get a medical help? What make you know realize that you need a help?
So actually, because like I say, I having this for a long time ago. So every time when I twist myself, I will go to see the like physical therapy place store in Taiwan. Like when I during the time when I was in Taiwan, because it's so convenient. Like just maybe they have just have a one physical therapy store. Like walk, you need just to walk like 5 or 10 minutes. But
Mm-hmm.
here is the special thing that here, like because we have our insurance, and then we need to make sure that insurance, that physical therapy is covered in your insurance. So I would say I wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks to see to get the medical help. But I actually contact them since the first week.
Oh, who are
Yeah.
them again? Them did you
Oh, okay.
contact?
So I contact the physical therapy since the first week. I know I twist myself, but they say like, oh, it's about the U.S. insurance. They say like because we cannot help you because your insurance is not working connect with us.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I can
really?
talk more about the insurance part in the US because I think I'm pretty well my knowledge is pretty well developed. Basically in the US is insurance works totally different from other countries. So in Thailand, I think in the how what happened in Thailand is that if you have insurance, you can just go to some of the like hospital, and then once you get
Hospital.
the bill, you get the claim, something like that, right? I think. But here in the US, there'll be a lot of new term that you never heard, like in network, out network, deductible, co-play, co-pay, like pay.
Co-pay. Yeah.
So there were a lot of terms that difference. So first of all, what Kevin did is that how it's supposed to be, he should go to the like insurance portal, check who like which providers are in networks according to
Mm-hmm.
his plan, his insurance plan, and then contact that provider, make appointment, go to see them, and then okay, go through all the procedure after that. But the thing is that how other country work is that you contact the provider immediately, like any provider that you want, and then you can just okay go to do procedure, pay, and then you go submit a claim. But the thing is that when he contact the provider, they said, "Oh, we cannot do like we cannot like see you because we're not in your network. But what you have to do is that you have to go to see the doctor, go to hospital, and make that and that doctor have to provide referral to see us."
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just all like yeah,
It's
it's
like
just
you need to like you cannot just directly go to find a
yeah.
physical therapy.
You cannot skip the process.
Mm,
Like physical therapy is like they have to be referred by the doctor that like okay you
Mm-hmm.
need this. That's why you have to do it, and that also beneficial to the insurance as well. So insurance can cover that. Okay, this is a medical
mm.
essentials that he needs,
Yeah, so
something like
that's
that.
why the first place they say like when I the first week when I call the physical therapy and they say like, oh, do you know who is your doctor name? Do you get the referral anything?
Mm-hmm.
And I say, oh, I don't have. all of those things, and they say then we cannot help you to see you,
Oh
and
my god, that is
and
so
Yeah.
mean.
we also not sure about your insurance. What is your insurance? Anything like that. So yeah, and then but they are really good to the physical therapy. They are really good. They helping me to like transfer to the big hospital,
Mm.
and then when I call a big hospital, they ask me about my insurance and they help me to search about my insurance. And they say, "Oh yeah, you are in network," like the term like you are in network,
In network.
and then we can make your appointment. But the appointment I need to wait like 3 weeks. I remember that time I waited like 3 weeks to see a doctor,
Yeah, I remember.
to see the first visit,
Yeah.
just to checking like what happened to your knee. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I remember it was quite a long. Oh, and I think I can add a little bit about what is in network. So in network is that when the insurance company make a contract with the provider or hospital or doctor whatsoever, they make a contract that like, okay, now you will be our in network, and then the provider cannot charge the patient higher than their like the medical bill that they signed. For example, if they said they're gonna charge the ACL for 2,000, the provider cannot charge higher than that because they made a contract with the insurance company. So this is how we call in network. So out of network, that means okay, they don't make a contract with each other, so the provider can charge as much as they want.
Oh my god.
Basically, it's like, is that doctor working with us or not? Like, is that doctor or the hospital?
Yeah,
Are they working with the insurance company or not? If they are not working with the insurance company, insurance wouldn't help you to pay.
yeah. So it just actually there are way more things. There are different way. There are different type of insurance after this, but we don't want to bore you guys with this. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of things. And the thing is that Kevin insurance is it's a very good insurance. Like it covers a lot in a way that yours PPO. I think it's like you are pretty open to any providers. There'll
Mm,
be some
Yeah.
insurance type that you are fixed with only one provider. So
mm,
even you have emergency whatsoever, you can find only this one provider that you're gonna be covered.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
For
it's
the
there
context,
way more things.
your insurance is international student insurance,
Yes.
and most of the international students insurance is really good and expensive. I mean, you can waive like not get the same insurance, but at the same time, you need to get another insurance for like to show them
Yeah,
because I
it's
mean,
required.
yeah, the last thing that they want from international student is to like,
Bills.
yeah,
Oh my god, you can be like bankrupt here in
yeah,
the
oh my,
US because it's really expensive. Not gonna lie, I feel like Kevin used to like really make the
your
most,
money worth, yeah.
really worth. Like
I'm the that percent. They don't think that it gonna happen.
so the copay. So for him, his copay, like his deductible is really low, and his copay is really well like proportionate. So for example, his copay is 80% 20%. So
Mm-hmm.
he is responsible for only 20%
Twenty
of the
percent.
bill. It just
No, it's actually like, it's actually more. You need not say more. It's like when the hospital give me the money. So for example, the hospital give me 1,000.
like the bills.
When the bills,
Mm-hmm.
they say, oh, this procedure you need to pay 1,000 for the
Mm-hmm.
ACL, and the insurance say, oh, we cannot pay you 1,000, but we can pay you 500 for the
Uh-huh.
ACL surgery, and then I need to, so just like what Chloe say, I just need to pay 20%. So I need to pay the 20% in with that $500, not the $1,000. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like what I said. It's like they make a contract amount about like how much they can charge to patients. If they
Mm,
make contract that they're gonna charge, they have to charge 500 for this certain procedure. They
mm,
cannot charge more because insurance said, nah, you cannot charge this much. We make a contract.
yeah.
You can charge us 500, and then he was responsible for 20% of that 500.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
actually a lot better with with all this insurance.
totally,
Why?
Yeah, and then you can get all the information from your from your insurance website. Like they will have like the pricing estimate, and I would say it's pretty accurate in my case.
Hmm.
Like
Okay.
their estimate is pretty accurate.
That's really cool. I
okay.
think before we move on from the insurance, does Taiwanese insurance work like this?
Actually, I don't. To be honest, back in Taiwan. All my parents helped me to doing this. I don't really know, and this is how your international student life at here.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I
Okay.
think I don't know much about
But
Thailand. So
but I know that I also can apply for the insurance. I remember my first surgery back in Taiwan is even more expensive than now. And I
Wow.
think the U.S. insurance doing a pretty good job to for like cover you like the
Mm-hmm.
amount of money you need to pay. That also surprised me too. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I think in Taiwan is like you need to talk with your insurance company by yourself. But
Mm-hmm.
here it's like the
Oh
insurance
yeah.
company were talking with the hospital.
yes.
It's just skip me. They don't need me. But in Taiwan, like we need to kind of like get some document from the hospital and then send to the insurance, like send to the agency that the one
Mm-hmm.
we sign the insurance with, and he or she gonna helping us to like negotiate with the insurance company, say, oh, this
Mm-hmm.
guy having this document, this is necessary, or this is like accidentally, so how much amount you can you can get from this insurance. It's like we need to contact with insurance by ourselves. But in the US, it's
Mm-hmm.
like the insurance company gonna contact with the hospital, or like
Yeah,
in my
yeah.
case, in my hospital, they just contact with it by themselves. They don't need me.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to know
Uh,
if my insurance is approved or I got denied.
Which is
mm-hmm.
really good actually, because I think in
Yeah.
Taiwan too, you have to pay everything upfront, and then you submit the receipt to the insurance that like okay, and then they make like whatever considerations that whether they can cover it or not. Which is
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it might not, but you already paid, so it's just
Yeah.
a lengthy
Yeah.
process.
So I
But
think
yeah, in the US, it's like they just basically talk to each other. You just go to get your like
procedure.
procedures, and then you go home, and then you don't need to worry about
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just
You just have to wait.
That's
go get your medicine, go get your anything, and then
Mm,
they don't need to care about
yeah.
how to negotiate with the hospital or anything.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
Now
really
I have
awesome.
yeah. So now I have a question about comparing between the procedures that you got from Taiwan and the procedure that you got from like here in the US. So I know that like okay, now we know about the cost, the insurance things. So how about like the length of the process? You said that in the US you wait for like 3 weeks to see a doctor. How about in Taiwan? Like walk us through like how did it happen? How long did it take you? Was it shorter, faster?
Okay, so I remember first of all, go to see a doctor. And here I wait like 3 weeks to get appointment, get a schedule. I think back in Taiwan, maybe 1 week, and I got a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so the next thing is like you when you go to see a doctor, and then they were like touching your knee to see like, oh, it's like are your knees like loosened or something. This is the one like the test about the ACL. Like
Yeah.
the doctor can touch your knee to know, shaking your knee to know like, oh, is your knees like loosened or not. And this will all finish in the first visit. And then after this, if the doctor thinks that, oh, you might broke your ACL, so they will send you to take the X-ray image. And also another thing is called MRI image.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
the MRI image is like the X-ray only can see your bone,
Yeah, it's like
Mm-hmm.
those tunnels.
but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
MRI is like the machine that can see your tendon, they can see your ligament
Mm-hmm.
Like
inside,
tissue.
like tissue inside there. They cannot use the X-ray to see that. So
Mm-hmm.
you will take the X-ray first to see is your bone have any problem, and then so the first visit you will have the touching, like testing, and the X-ray. You can finish this in the first visit. I finished these two both in Taiwan and in US. But the next one is the MRI. The MRI, like you need to set appointment with the machine because the machine is really big, and you need to sit
Mm-hmm.
inside the machine. And if you're gonna take an MRI photo image, you need to take like 30 minutes to sit inside the machine, and you need to make appointment with that machine. So I remember back in Taiwan, I got this image the next day after my first visit. Yeah, like arrange me. They say, oh, you can come next day. Like we are available for one machine for you to use to take the MRI image. But for the in the US, so I first of all I wait like 3 weeks to my first visit, and I wait 2 weeks for my MRI image.
Wow, that's a
So the
long.
whole month,
Like,
basically.
You could have healed yourself if this were something else.
Yeah, and then after that, but the lucky thing is like I can I they the US they help me to like arrange my like so after I take an MRI image, I go to see a doctor right after I take an MRI
Oh.
image. So it's the same day. So it's actually good. And I think back at the last time when I have in Taiwan, maybe I wait 1 more weeks, or I can see in the also after MRI. It depends on the doctor if they have the appointment or not. But yeah, that would say I remember it's the same day like yours. So
Yeah.
in the US, I spent like more than a month just to visit and take the image, and yeah, that's it. And after the MRI image that day in the US, I go back and doctor say, oh, based on your image, he said like my ACL is broken. I tear again, so I need a surgery. And yeah,
I think, oh, thank you for sharing that. I think you need to think into account that like the Taiwan procedure you have is like 6 years ago, right? The technology might not, the MRI technology specifically, might not be as like fast as today. But yeah, I remember I also used to broke my hand long time ago. I did an MRI in Thailand. It also take me like 1 day to get those as well. But I heard like actually the new text and a lot of yeah, they make it so much faster.
Oh.
Sometime actually I have one of my friend who also broke their hand again, and he went to like an X-ray. He had told me that he thought it's gonna take like forever. It's gonna take like hours. But what happened in New York is that he has the X-ray machine, and then there is a live display of like what's going on, and
Uh.
the nurse is like pointing. Oh, so we according from this bones, you're like you have to do this, that, and like it's done right there, right away, right in that table, that room. I'm like,
Oh.
oh, technology
Tech-
is
Technology.
yeah,
So basically,
yeah,
it's like a live you're like
yeah, yeah,
live
yeah.
X-ray.
Something like that, yeah.
oh
So
yeah,
instead of like putting on a film and being
And
like
then go to see the office, point it
yeah
out.
procedure, da, 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 they
Yeah.
have like a live and like oh okay
Yeah,
that's
for
really
sure.
cool.
Yeah, medical technology is like goes really quickly.
That's really cool.
Okay.
Okay, so after all those intros, the analysis has been done. You went into the surgery actually recently, like 2 3 weeks
Um,
ago.
yeah, just like a week ago.
Oh my god, yeah.
super
Can
recent.
you tell Can you walk us through? Tell us more, like the actual time you're on the bed and getting operated. What's the procedure?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I read that day. They told me I need to go to the hospital like 5:45 a.m.
Oh,
I'm in the morning.
5:45 a.m.
okay.
It's not in the night, like not p.m. Like a.m. And
Morning.
then I go there
Yeah.
and I sign some document about like oh you need you need to pay this today you do this surgery something like that and then get changing your clothes and I think that will be around like 6:30 something
Mm-hmm.
and then I will be in the recovery room, like changing my clothes and prepare to have a surgery and lay down on the bed like 6:30 something, and then they will have a doctor come to talking to you like, hi, like I'm working with the my working in this surgery and who am I, and they will ask you about like your medical history, like what is your do you have any allergy, do you have any problem with the medicine, blah 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 like that, and after that it's like I think I would say like seven something, and then I just go inside to the room, like the surgery room, and
Mm-hmm.
then get the anesthesia, and I will sleep. So it's done for
Yeah.
the before
Uh,
the surgery, and after
mm-hmm.
that, my surgery is like 2 hour, around 2 hour, like,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I wake up, and it's done. So
Yeah.
it's pretty
Oh.
quickly. I go to the hospital since like 5:45 in the morning, and I finish my surgery in 10:30. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So
Yeah.
you were sleep like right?
Yeah, like fully
You
sleep for
uh
the anesthesia, like
I
the
see.
medicine to make you like
Sleep.
numb, sleep,
Mm-hmm.
fully
I
sleep.
wonder I wonder back in Taiwan, are you also asleep or did they do like other
Yeah,
kind of anesthesia?
yeah. I also do like Foley sleep,
Uh
and
huh.
I'm yeah. I mean, I cannot do like only half body numb.
They
It's
have
so
the
yeah.
option.
I mean, I really make sure I ask them like, oh, can I have the Foley sleep? And they say, oh yeah, yeah, no worries. Like you will be Foley sleep. You wouldn't be awake during this surgery. I cannot see like my leg is like someone do
Open.
someone open my leg.
Actually, yeah, actually,
Yeah,
I know that like some people in the US, I think they do anesthesia a lot.
a
Like
lot.
even
Yeah,
for
yeah,
wisdom teeth, like if you got your wisdom teeth removed,
yeah, yeah.
you do anesthesia in the US. But in Thailand, I when I got my wisdom teeth removed, I do like just like anesthesia. Like you see everything,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's in your
Yeah,
mouth, but like you can see the people like kind of surrounding your face, something like
yeah. I think so too. In the U.S., they use a lot more of like sleep and
anesthesia.
don't move. But then, like in Thai, actually, this is like my injury long
Oh
time
my
ago. I
god!
hurt my right hand, and you know how I heard it? It's because I was drunk and I punched a freaking floor. The
Oh,
floor was shattered, so was
oh
my
my
hand.
god!
And then, like, yeah. Anyway, I get into the procedure because it's just my hand. So they block like my upper body feeling, and like they do like the anesthesia, like just
Oh, no
just yeah,
blocks.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they blocked the nerve. I was fully awake, and they were like procedure and everything. I honestly don't feel pain, but I can feel them like cutting
Stitching or
down,
ah!
yeah, stitching, peeling it up,
Oh
drilling
my
something
god!
down, and everything. Like it's so weird. Like oh my god,
It's not
I
pain,
feel
but
yeah. It feel like someone just manipulating your hair.
Yeah.
yeah, so like, yeah,
Okay.
that's not fun. Yeah, but I
Wow.
think one thing that's kind of like surprising me for the US is that they don't really let you stay in the hospital. Like they just are like, okay,
Yeah.
you're done, you can go
Oh
home.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So
So
like
after yeah, after you woke up, what happened again?
so after it's like 10:30. I wake up like 10:30, and then I remember when I wake up, I feel like I still had a numb, not fully wake up, and I don't know either. I don't know if I'm done. I thought like, oh, maybe I haven't done. So
Huh?
I just asked the nurse like, oh, is it done? And he opened like the blanket, said, oh yeah, yeah, see, like, it's done, and you're done for your surgery. And we're like, huh? Oh, okay. And then yeah, and then I remember I finished my surgery 10:30, and I just leave the hospital at like
Two.
12.
Really? Yeah, it's
Wow,
something like that.
that's
It's like it's really quick.
But to be honest, they say like I can stay as
As
long as
long.
I want. But we just think about like, maybe I don't need that much time to stay there because I kind of have experience.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's depressed too, right?
Depressing
Like,
to
is
stay in
is
the
it
hospital.
depressing like to be in a hospital?
Uh,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. I remember that you specifically have complained about like after you just woke up from the anesthesia, they were like putting a lot of instructions.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
need to do
yeah.
this. You need to do
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that.
I remember when
Like,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
you're not fully awake. Yeah, yeah. Go
Yeah, I
ahead, please.
remember when I wake up and my eyes still like half closed, and I just like lay down there, and the first thing after I make sure surgery is done, and I ask Chloe to like come inside. So like, oh, can you call Chloe to come inside? And I said, okay, sure. And Chloe told me like when they go out, they told Chloe like, oh, Chloe, like, oh, like Kevin's wake up, but he's not
Fully
fully.
awake. So like basically from my turn, it's like okay, around 7:30, he went inside and it's just like, oh, you can go wait outside in the waiting room, and then we're gonna call you once he's done. So I was waiting there, and I was like, I remember I went to like Starbucks to get some food because I mean I didn't eat anything since 5. So I was just like
Yeah.
hang around over there until around like 10:30. I came back, and then just around like 10 minutes, 13 minutes after that, there was a nerd came out and said, hi, like Ploy, okay, I'm here for you. She brought me in. She's like, okay, he's done. Everything went really great. He's woke up now, but he's not fully awake yet. So So I went in there and then I see him in a way that like I can tell that he's not fully awake. He just like his eyes half open and he was like, oh, like he just like you just speak randomly things like you see the reels on Instagram that people with anesthesia they would speak like random things And I mean, you're not a worst case, but you you say
Oh
Do
something.
you
yeah.
speak your Chinese? Do you speak your
No, no,
language?
no,
I don't
no.
think
I'm
this time.
surprised. I'm
Oh,
surprised that he
oh
did not.
yeah.
He did not. He spoke English. I remember the first thing he said was that it's like really hurt, and then he just he said like, "Oh, it hurt so much." Like it just
And then I remember they put the apple slushy on my desk.
it's like applesauce.
Apple
They
sauce.
have a jar and
Oh.
applesauce.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then I just keep eating that because
You had
it
to.
tastes really good. So I just like
Is a
it's
point.
oh, can I have that apple
He
sauce?
was like a kid. He was like, "Can I? Is it? What is that? Like, can I have this?" And
And then during the time I'm not fully awake, I still feel really sleepy. And then they have like three, four, five doctors just like keep coming inside and like, oh, like wake up, and it's like, oh, so today your surgery is doing really well, and we do this, we do that, and then you need to make sure this medicine is what is this medicine for, and you will take medicine, blah blah blah, and just keep
yeah,
talking, and I just like,
yeah. This is what I'm surprising because I mean, okay, they said that it's required that you need to have some company with you on the surgery day. But like the
Oh,
funny
okay.
thing is that he was not fully awake, but all the doctors just come and talk about important stuff that he should know. And then, for example, what medicine to take, whatever. And then I was the one who take all the information because I know that he wouldn't remember anything at that point of stage. So I remember like, okay, they talk about how to take care of himself, what he shouldn't do, and then he like they talk about all the important thing that he should know. And then after that, when he fully awake, I talked to him that okay, you have to take this medicine now. He's like, I don't remember anything that like we have this medicine. And then they also provide the PT like physical therapies referrals as
Schedule.
a paper
Uh-huh.
in his bag. And then he was like, oh, I don't remember I have this thing. I'm like, yeah, they talk about this. Like
I don't even remember I heard about this. The only thing I remember now is the apple slushy.
They say that like hospital applesauce is the best.
oh,
Did you
I never heard about this before.
did you get Jello? Did you get a
No,
Jello?
it's not the jello. It's come in a cup like
Yeah.
applesauce, the
And
one that we used to eat.
I got two because I asked
He asked for more.
I
Like, can I have
was
more?
like, can I have more? That I said, yeah, sure, no problem. I mean, that's the only thing I remember now. It's like that apple
Yeah.
sauce is really good.
Yeah,
Some
and I'm
like
like, supposed to
I
keep
think
like feeding him.
I think usually if you have kids, they will give like the companion kids a Jello, and
Oh,
everyone
yeah, yeah. Usually,
I yeah, I dare you, if you ask any Americans who like grow up here, they're gonna say that Jello in the hospital is different. It's gonna be so
I think
good.
it might be something about anesthesia to do with that. I don't know.
Probably those. Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
probably
But
those.
and it's just funny in a way that like I was thinking too, like, bruh, the patient not fully awake, and then you talk about this thing. If I wasn't here, like, and what's gonna happen? Like, how would he know what medicine to take?
Yeah.
Oh, and also talk. I want to jump a little bit about the medicine here. So most people, I think most country like in Thailand, when you go to hospital, you can if the like doctor gonna prescribe you some meds, you just picked
Mm-hmm.
up from the hospital. But
Yeah.
here they would prescribe you with like some meds, and then you go pick up in like your closest Walgreens, your closest CVS, which is
CVS.
I mean it sounds convenient in a way, but sometimes it's not as convenient because the place that he got his surgery is, for example, in Chicago is called like Gold Coast. But the place that he wanted picked out his medicine is close to his place, which is in Roosevelt. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's like
all
Yes.
the way.
10-20 minute drive, I would say.
Yeah, so it's like you know, it doesn't sound as convenient as it sounds like, and it's kind of weird to the like why we have to pick up from different place. But anyways, it is what
Yeah.
happened. So basically, we
Actually.
picked out 5 medicines, and then they just
Mm-hmm.
talk about all the weird terms like, okay, you gotta have Norco for 4 times a day. If it's not, you do this, do this, do that. I have to take notes, everything like which one is Norco again, like which one. It does, yeah, a lot of information, and they talk everything within while you were in the hospital.
Mm.
Yeah, right. And then on the way back, he have the crunch and everything. They taught him how to use the crunch, how to get up the stair. But I think she did a really good job instruct him how to like get up the stair with the crunch or something like that. She
Yeah.
did a really good job.
Okay. That's really cool. And for the Walgreens medicine pickup, I think I've had that kind of service one as well. I've had like some kind of flu or something like that, and I it's actually very convenient if you're like telemedical. Like you're talking to a doctor online and then on phone, and then they were like, I think you have this symptom and blah blah blah. So instead of actually ever going to hospital, you can just have this phone call and then you can go to Walgreens, you can go to CVS.
Yeah, we're just everywhere
Yeah.
around your
But
corner.
it's really weird. Like, why don't they supply medicine in the hospital already?
Right, yeah. Yeah, there are some pros and cons, right? But I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
try how it works
that's really
here.
cool.
Which is like it's just different from where we came from. So that's why we're surprised.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Kevin. Now then, how many more visits or things that you have until you actually fully recover?
So, oh, that is a long journey.
Talk about fully recover.
That will be so estimate fully recover. Based on what doctors say, 9 months since
Oh,
now, and now just my first week. So
Long
yeah,
way to go.
yeah. But if
wow.
and but so actually I just finished my first post surgery visit like 2 days
Hmm.
ago, and yeah, and everything goes really well. And the doctor say my my knee condition looks well, but now I cannot bend my knee. Now my knee is still kind of like almost like
Straight.
straight. I cannot bend because this is part of the surgery, the consequence. Like if you're
Hmm.
having this surgery, you cannot bend your knee, and like what we said before, you need to learn how to walking again. Basically, you just like feel like you are the baby. Like you need to learn how to walk. You need to learn how to do those things again. So yeah, but he say now my face looks kind of it looks. My next visit will be next month, like one
Hmm.
after
5 weeks.
1 month. So now I just keep go to like physical therapy, go there, and those like physician will helping me to bend my knee and helping to gain the muscle back.
Hmm.
And yeah, pretty much I just need to keep going to physical therapy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
I hope everything goes well, and I hope this is the last time you will broke your ACL.
please.
Oh, it's a funny story. Yeah. Like so, I really the last time I go to PT, like the last time I go to physical therapy, and I met. This is the only other thing gonna happen in the US. Like US people, like they really like to talk with
Strangers.
like
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Like
like
Hmm.
friendly.
so the last time when I was in
Small
when
talks.
I was in physical therapy, and I have one lady come inside, and she saw me and she said, "Oh, you break your ACL, right? Because I have a crunch, I have a brace on my leg. It's so
Yeah.
obvious.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know." I said, "Oh yeah, 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 I break my." And she said, "You know what? I break my ACL 3 times. I break my."
God,
She told me I break my ACL 3 times, and all 3 times on the right leg, on the same leg. But I said,
lady, what do you do?
I said, but now I can run a marathon.
Ooh,
So she say, I know you, man. Like I feel you. Like you can do it. And I feel like, okay.
I don't want to break 3 times. Two
Yeah,
is enough.
yeah. The first thing is I feel like, okay, I don't want to break 3 times. I mean, 2 times is already enough.
Yeah. Actually, I
that
feel like, yeah. I mean, during the time that he have the crunch and everything, I feel like a lot of people come talk to you in
Yeah.
a way that, wow, you did a great
Yeah, they
job.
said like you did a great job. Like, oh, you bro, are
You
you
can do it.
like are you play sport? And sometimes sounds good. Like, oh,
uh,
you play sport. Like, oh yeah,
uh,
I'm the
that
athlete.
that means next time if you broke like the third time, you can run a marathon. So
I don't even want to for the third time.
You can
right
run
now
now.
you're half marathon. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if people they know about ACL, they can tell right away that okay, this is ACL, and they're gonna ask like, oh, so do you play soccer? Do you play basketball? Like they would know.
Yeah, and I mean, but to be honest, sometimes they are. It's like pretty nice. Like like someone talking to you, say, "Oh yeah, I feel you, and you are doing a great job." Like just keep going. Like they will like kind of give you like some like
Support.
support, like emotion support, and sometimes sounds good,
Mm.
but sometimes feel like, okay, I know, like kind of a little bit awkward, but it's fine. I mean, it's the U.S. culture.
But not gonna lie, like it's a rough week for him in the past week. It's a rough one.
Yeah, I mean,
But you made it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to having again like third time. I'm pretty sure like anyone listen to, I hope they don't have this surgery before. But if someone have, then they will know like how it's gonna be from the beginning to learn how to walk in the first few weeks, and then you need to go back because you cannot running in the first like 5 months. You only can walk, and then after that you can run in, but it's still really hard. And also it's sometimes about like your mental health as well, because like I told you guys, when I hurt in the first place, I you only listen about like I separate my knee and you always feel like but what about if the one who really hurt by themselves, and you will remember this feeling for a really long time. So
Hmm.
this is all the mental health part that people need to overcome as well.
Yeah, totally.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if you are like a very, because most people who hurt the ACL, they are like active people. They are like
Hmm.
athletes. And imagine you reach the point where like you super active and some point you cannot walk by yourself. And like you basically cannot like walk, or you cannot go outside.
Yeah.
It's just really depressing to like stay in the same bed, like stay on the bed. Like he at this point at 1 week, he can't even sit on the chair for too long. He had to eat every like basically eat, drinks, everything on the bed because he had to keep his leg like straight. So it's like really tough time for sure. Like he's someone super active as well. He go to gym regularly, like
Yeah.
5 days a week, and now he cannot even do anything.
I would say the mental health part in this problem is also working a really big role, because I remember the first day I go to physical therapy, the lady also told me like, oh, so you are a student, right? Like, do you have is your school provide the fit like the mental health like talking like those like
Uh
mental
huh.
health
Yeah.
therapy
They
like.
do.
Yeah, so they said like she said she would recommend me to go there, so just
Hmm.
talk, because this time you just lay on the bed and just think about like maybe one day before you can jump, you can run, and one day after
Hmm.
you wake up from the surgery and everything's different, like you cannot walk, and then you cannot bend your knee, you stay home all day, so it's really, it will happen some mental health problem. It's like I
Like
go through
Hmm.
this one time already, so I cannot know this thing gonna happen. That's why this time
Uh,
I will feel better a little bit, but still, sometimes that feeling is coming up is still really hard. Yeah.
hmm.
it's hard.
Are you actually seeing a mental therapist in the school? Are you seeing them?
No, I haven't really. I didn't really do this yet, but like I don't know. Maybe it can give it a shot to like try.
I yeah, you should. Actually, I had a mental counseling with the
Really?
school, with
Oh,
IIT specifically, and I
Oh.
think at that time it was just like it was pretty much about love, I guess. I had like 4th of July. I remember one of my ex who has like a on a spectrum of autism, and I didn't really understand that person anyway. But then they guide me more about like career, more about like productivity, more about like don't be too guilty or like everything, and it really sticks to me. And I think like wow, this is something that like I don't know, with it's I think it's you will not find something like this in a traditional I will bite through it kind of like mental health. But
mm,
actually, they have a really good advice that I even like take on into today. So yeah,
nice.
you should definitely schedule an appointment and yeah,
Yeah.
because it's free. So maybe you should give it a try.
But I would say one more thing about how these surgery things is really good is about like this time I met the doctor and the hospital, and I think they are pretty nice to willing to listen to you, to understanding your situation and explaining to
Hmm.
you. Even like I always told myself, I always feel like myself like my English is not that good, especially when you
Hmm.
go into like the medical area. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that would be even more hard, because they cannot use like it's described to you like, oh, like this thing is like working. They need to tell you the exact word what they use, and then so it will have a lot of time like the language barrier, like, oh, I don't understand, can you explain more? And they will say, yeah, sure. So I think this is also one good thing about my whole surgery. Like I met a good doctor and a good doctor team and a good hospital. like they willing to like talk, explain to me, talking to me. This is also really helpful
Mm,
as well. And I think this is a good thing that did US better than Taiwan.
that's really cool. I mean, in Thai, if you know, a lot of healthcare worker are understaffed. Like they have so many patients,
Yeah,
and the
for one.
healthcare worker, yeah, even if they try to be, it's like they're just too busy, and that affect them to be like grumpy and more like
Yeah,
cannot have like
the
as much care
irritated.
as you do. And
Yeah.
you know what? The thing is like Chicago is actually one of the best medical like cities in the U.S.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
have like a lot of universities and like doctor in hand in the first place. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're really lucky to have
Yeah.
procedure in
Yeah, because
Chicago.
Chicago is very well known for like first is financial and second is like medical. Yeah.
Yeah, there are actually a lot of like people come to Chicago just to study medical, both in the U.S. and also like internationally.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. All right. Thank you so much for sharing your experience in healthcare in the US. Before we wrap it up and everything, if you like, do you have any advice for someone who hurt themselves or need medical care in the US and doesn't know what to
Where
do?
to start?
Yeah, as someone who has had this experience, what's your advice?
Uh, what advice? I would say maybe first of all you can contact, if you're a student, maybe you can contact to your like school like medical center. I think that will be the first place if you are a student. But if you are not, if you are working in the US or something, I would say maybe just do the same thing like me. Just call to the one like store, hospital, physical therapy, anything, and then let them know your situation. Like tell them about what's your problem now, and then just don't be afraid about like you don't know anything. Just talk to them, and I think they will willing to help you. They will willing to give you the guide. They will tell you what to do next. So yeah, because I start like this. I didn't go to the school center, medical center. I just called the physical therapy and just tell them like, oh, I have this, and this is my first time see a doctor here. I don't know anything how to do it, and they're pretty nice to helping you. I think this is a,
Mm-hmm.
I would say the one good thing about US, like sometimes they are like more friendly in this medical area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. Flo, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah. I feel like well, in the US, it's like as I said that there are a lot of details you would learn if you run into like medical problems. So first of all, you have to understand how the medical looks like how the medical system works in the US. Second, you would learn, and most importantly, you have to learn about how insurance works here. And it for sure, it's like as I said, it's so complicated. So, but once you understand, it really helps you a lot. So like based on what I see, I feel like in the US, it does work differently. But I agree with the point that Kevin said in a way that the medical staff here they are really show that they are willing to help you. Even me as someone who like went there as like a company, I like everybody also like greeting to me, say hi, like okay, you understand. For example, I went with him during the post appointment. They also talk to me in the way that like okay, he need this, he need that, whatever. Like they're very nice in a way. So yeah. So if it happened to happen, I hope it's not. But if it's happened to you as
Any
anyone
of
who
you?
listening. So just don't be scared. Everybody here is really willing to help you out.
One more thing I
Hmm.
want to add is like, so in my case, I'm in the area is like sport medicine. So I would say if you know what you have problem, like for example, you like you play sport and you're injured or you're just sick. I would say understanding about what your problem first, so you can tell them they can find a doctor to help you, and that is a really important thing because the first time back in Taiwan, I don't know this is about sport medicine because this is like every
Hmm.
medicine. I just feel like oh I hurt my knee, so I would feel like maybe
Hmm.
just go to find
Whatever,
like
doctor.
what like the doctor they know knee they know this, but
Mm.
it's not like that. You need to know like oh what is this your expertise, what is this area. So and that will also help you to find the correct doctor. I would say this is a really really important thing if anyone need a help about this, because I go through this 4 or 5 years ago, and this is a really like I also learn in the bad way, like, oh, I don't know this, I don't know how to find a doctor. But this time why I can do this quickly, because I know which kind of doctor I need to go to find, what kind of area I need to know, like I need to go to find. So that I think that's why I found a good doctor and a
Yeah.
good hospital to help me. So yeah, just try to understanding about what is your problem, how what is the word they use, and
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
yeah, the term, like what is the term they use here. And I think other it might should be fine.
Yeah, because his doctor is like, I think he worked for Chicago Bulls, and then
Yeah.
he has a lot of like athletes patients. And yeah, and also like one thing, because the reason why he broke the second time, because they said his genetic have like higher mobilities than other people. That's why it is like kind of broke again. So
Mm.
this time
Mm-hmm.
they did some procedure to help you like more like even like a second procedure that kind of helps stabilize your knee even
Stronger.
more.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Mm.
this is
wow.
something that only sport doctor would know that they have to do this. For
Yeah.
example, before, like this is a knee, like the knee is like two bones together, and the ACL is just in the front,
In the middle.
in the middle, and then but this time they did some procedure that put like some ligament in the front, so it helps stabilize your knees even
Mm.
more. So this thing is kind of like help it, like it would only happen when you find like sport
Yeah.
doctor.
When you found a more like expertise like that.
Yeah.
Wow, Ploy. You really sound like you know a lot about ACL after all of this.
Because I'm the one who listened to all the information.
Yeah. And Kevin, that sounds so cool. You're like a cybernetic, like cyber modified human being.
Because that's what I say. They are really nice because they explain
Uh-huh.
to me about these things. They say, "Oh yeah, that's the reason why you were hurt again and again after your
Uh-huh.
first
Yeah.
surgery." So that's why also after hearing about that, I feel I'm really lucky to found them because they explain to me.
Mm-hmm.
They really stress about my problem on that point. Like, oh yeah, that's the reason why you're having this. So we do
Mm-hmm.
this. We do
So it's
more
not gonna
extra
happen.
procedure to help you be more stable than
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, so it's not gonna happen
Mm-hmm.
again. Like they really say like that. They said they would do this
Mm-hmm.
procedure only to someone who
Wow.
broke the second time on the same side.
Yeah. But I
Wow.
would say
Okay.
one more thing like kind of like important for anyone having any like medical problem is like sometimes it's not because you do something wrong. Sometimes it just happen. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a mindset. At the first time I heard this, I heard my knee. My doctor told this to me as well. And this time when I see a doctor here, they also tell me this as well. They say like, sometimes nothing you do wrong. It just happened on you. And you will getting better, even better than before. People say that you will get even better than your first knee. So now you have a new knee. And then
So after he will become like the Avenger or something like
I,
Yeah, he'll
I
be
have an iron knee.
modified super soldier.
super soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's really inspiring, really. And I think, again, I just want to enhance the point that Ploy said. Insurance is really worth it. And even if you don't like have money to pay for insurance, there are also many, many insurance assistance, like unemployment insurance or like
Yeah.
some kind. Like, really, there are so many choices. If you ask, if you seek, then you'll find something that really fits your need. And yeah, the people in healthcare, they really care a lot about the patients. I have like a quick story to share. Like my friend went into labor, and he has a husband, like sent his wife in. His wife and husband was separated by a nurse, and the nurse was asking the mother, like alone, is he like abusing you, is he like you're friendly, is he like
Oh.
anything. So like even if they are like a loving couple or anything, it's a normal procedure that they have to take, and they have to like confirm firsthand from the mother that the man that's coming or like their partner is actually like someone that will be safe with their
Oh,
child and themselves. So yeah, this kind of
interesting.
standard is actually like practiced in like the rec the the course that they study. So
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah,
really
that's
cool.
interesting. I never heard about this.
Yeah, maybe we can talk about that on the next episode. All right. Again, thank you so much for listening. If you listen up to here, I hope you don't break your ACL. And if you like this episode, like, subscribe, comment, or share with your friend, share with your patient, share with your healthcare worker. And again, let's say together, everyone. Three, two, one. We are International
International
Pulse.
pause.
Bye bye.